akili ama namna gani jamani? Afadhali shule ichomeke, afadhali kuongea na wanafunzi. Si afadhali exam ikuwe postpone ama na wanafunzi. Si afadhali exam ikuwe postpone ama namna gani? Sio hao, si wa kulazimishwa, hao ni wa kuongeleshwa, watasikia, and if you convince them they will listen to you so that you can be able to
examination pressure. They couldn't come up with a clear and again, I'll say harsh boarding conditions, because that is one of which the students complain with. The conditions in which they are staying in school isn't the reason they are home. You are told they burnt their schools. They burnt a dormitory, that's why they're home. They'll also feel, why don't we burn either a dormitory, a class or something, so that you can also go home. So there's that tension building up in schools. And I for the examination. It will. Okay, on the same, Governor Jonathan B. has also criticized the remarks made by PS Julius Bitok. Not only the high schoolers that will demand.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, first of all, now you're saying he is saying the students should be sat down and negotiated with. Right now, it may work as a negotiation. And they'll do them without any questioning. That's right. Before we look at what B is saying, let's take a video and look at what Jonathan B said about criticizing the students.
Unaweza kaa chini na negotiate na mtoto wa shule, umwambie siku ya mtihani ni siku fulani ama tusongeshe mbele kidogo. It is not possible. Si ni sheria. Hata sisi tunajua 2020
Allow the students negotiate with the teachers. Overation is what make Kenyans.
And the people must power it. I urge you to contribute what you can. Whenever, for one moment, think.
Scoping. I'm not criticizing him, but I'm just asking, is scoping. I'm not criticizing him, but I'm just asking change. You don't expect somebody that has been taxed everything. We are not going to vote blindly. We are going to vote you in or out according to what you did.
What you are doing.
Yeah.
That is so true. And I love the Gen Zs. That is so true. And I love the Gen Zs. This is going to help us a lot in the coming elections. We are going to see... This is so bad. The next we're going to the Daily Nation. The Daily Nation is about security chiefs meets over schools. Daily Nation is about security chiefs meets over schools crisis.
16 girls died in a dormitory fire believed to have been ignited by some unruly students. Will feature during during a meeting of security chiefs today. Again, on the People's Daily, it's about devolving one term. First-time governors in political fight for their lives ahead of 2027 general election. This is about the last one. We are having the Star. At last, Turkana oil project gets moving after 14 years of delay. Kanga, do you know about any story about this Turkana oil project?
Yes, the South,
but it was put to a closure 14 years ago. But today we are proud to say that 14 years later, it is now being brought back to life.
So that was the headline that we have for you for the newspapers today. We are going for a short commercial break. We'll be back with the interview as we talk about these headlines and the news that we had for today. Let's take a short break.
Nakuja na mtu interview. I'm tired. Kuja. Wangesha kipiga shika umwambie niko busy. Ama please call akupigie umwambie. Welcome back and thank you for staying with Cityscope TV. Right now we're having the interview. I told you are going to look at the things and about the interview. At the top causes of student unrest.
We use them to communicate.
I have a question for you. Can schools identify early signs of students' unrests in schools, and how can they deal with
Behind.
unrests in schools, and how can they deal with
Behind. Where teachers or others don't know. Yeah.
So about you talking about they should not be coming.
Or you are hiding at the toilet. Those raise questions. What? They cannot discuss. It must be something, an issue they are discussing. But nowadays, there are not strict rules such as that, which give these students priority to do.
Main reason why these students are doing this, and then they're not even being punished. Like maybe, for example, these Utumishi girls. What has they even done to the students who were concerned?
It's necessary because we have seen the CCTV capturing these students, meaning there were no teacher involved in this. Yes.
And about the student, what do you think should be done to them?
Students should be just expelled from the school. Experience thing where we lost about 16 girls.
And not every case of unrest in school is out of bad behavior. Produce it. Do you think it's necessary?
That's true, Phoebe. I think the school they should just cooperate students and the management or the teachers. They should ask students, what do you think is better, is concerned, not involving in things which may lead to fire incident, burning school or violence.
Okay with it. So do you think it's the government's fault in not helping such schools? Because, for example, I have my cousin at Nyakach Girls. I also studied there. She's saying it's fault that there are repeated mistakes each and every year on the harsh living conditions.
In that situation, I can blame both the government and the administration. Why? That means the teachers or school management should understand what the students want.
That is so true. And talking about rules, you find that
the calendar they want it to be as it was scheduled. So they don't want any interruption within the second term. Then they come back to continue with the calendar or the program for the second term. But in this situation, we are seeing so many schools have been closed. They should be just taken home. They are going to meet their parents. They are going to meet their parents. Their parents will sit them down and talk. Their parents will sit them down and talk to them, discuss the issues. Then as it is, and some small issues like water and favorable living conditions, residency average manifestos. So when residency average manifestos, so when when people see it's wise, this Kalonzo has good intention to.
He did this. He wasn't the president at that time. He wasn't in any superior seat, but that's what the people are still using. So I'm not saying what he has done recently, but that's what the people are still using. So I'm not saying what he has done recently, because recently everybody is trying to change to earn the elections.
Thank you. As you just said that, if there was someone who was good, the head of him, that's Raila. But spoke.
But Raila was the party leader for ODM.
Yes.
But Kalonzo is for Wiper, and Wiper has been there. It's not a party that began recently. DCP, couldn't he just speak as a Wiper party, not under ODM coalition or the NASA coalition? Could he just speak his mind? Because when he's speaking, it won't be said that Kalonzo Musyoka under Raila. It will be Kalonzo Musyoka, Wiper party leader. Don't you think he still had that chair, that power to talk as a Wiper party leader? Don't you think he had the power?
But he has been talking. I've seen him talking
afraid, and we are waiting for the elections. Please vote for the right person. Vote for someone you know is going to do the right job at the right time. That was the final of our show, morning show, and I was your host, Aflin Modi. My guest,
Winnie Odhiambo.
and I was the co-host, Kanga Phoebe.